That was the music of Kelly Price saying healing. Healing, very broad and important topic, because one way or the other, like I always say, you can never make a good decision coming from a bleeding heart. One way or the other, to move forward, to thrive forward, whether it's a journey of transformation, there is a space of healing and there is a need for healing. One way or the other, there comes a time where you have to face that monster so you can heal and gain your power back from whatsoever that held you down so you can move forward. We are here, the Patricia Nkwane Show. If you're just joining us, it's your girl Patricia, and I'm here with amazing, beautiful, wise women, Dr. Sophia Morgan and Diana Powell, and we are talking transformation. We've been having a beautiful conversation that I really don't want to take anything from it. I'm learning, and I know you are learning a lot. And this conversation, it's just even getting more spicier. If you've been thinking it's hot in this place, it's getting even more spicier. So to just continue our conversation, the song I just played by Kelly Prince, he talks about healing. And I think before I get to talk about your beautiful books, maybe I want us to start here. How does transformation bring in the aspect of healing from our own brokenness? Because I'm listening to us talking right now about, we're talking about conforming and moving from conformity to now self-actualization and realization to transformation, and also bringing in the aspect of authenticity. And I'm thinking, for some people, they are caught up in the space of intergenerational traumas, uncommunicated traumas and wounds and all that. And somebody is listening to us and thinking, with all that I'm going through, or with all that I've been through, with all that I have experienced, I feel like this conversation is not for me, because, judging by where I'm at right now, I am at my own version of rock bottom. And I feel like where I am, it's close to impossible for me to go into this journey of transformation. And I just want you to talk to this person right now just talk to this person.
The fact that I am actually talking to you, the fact that you are breathing, there is always hope.
Yep.
There have been many people, including myself, in places where you just actually felt like just giving up. You felt that the world is against you. Could even be your family against you. You're just in a space where it's like, well, what is the point? But we're all being placed on this earth for a reason. And sometimes that reason we're placed here is not always as obvious to see. I always speak about affirmation. A personal story of mine was I got to a point in my life where if I didn't make a change, I actually really believe that I probably would have died. Because the stress and the pressure of life, mentally, physically, and spiritually, took toll on me. And you don't really understand that it's happening until you get to that point where it's like a shock treatment, that this is actually where you are. Something happens to a person when they get to that point. And even when you get to that point, sometimes you need a community around you to help you to see through this. Because sometimes you're weak. And sometimes you do need that extra support around you to bring you back up. Because sometimes we place more emphasis on things in our life. When you look at the grander scale of things, it really doesn't matter. One thing This book was dedicated to my mother who passed away this time last year. And I was with her until her last breath. I looked at her and I said to myself, Mum, if you had the opportunity to live another day, what would you do differently? In that moment, I felt to myself, there are things that many of us, when okay, the rock bottom is relative. Yeah, your rock bottom is relative to you. But then when you sometimes look at it in relation to the grander scale of things, your health, some people take it for granted because without health, you just forget about everything else. So I will say to that person, the fact that you're here, the fact that you're still breathing, there's many people who is ill, physically can't get out of their bed at the point of death, they will kindly trade places with you. Because the fact that you can breathe, it means that you can start again.
Yes.
I'll leave it there.
Yes.
That is awful.
Powerful,
you know,
right?
I can feel the hair in my body standing right now because I'm there like this is a word for somebody. But anyway,
Yes,
Dr. Sophia, let me let you speak.
Yes, I think my statement for persons would be that it's never too late to start a new page. You can just decide that tomorrow is the first day of your transformative life. And so some of the things I suggest, let go of expectations, whatever those were, you just put them to rest. Let go of what was supposed to be or what is supposed to be. You know, a lot of us have these timelines that we impose upon ourselves. So for example, we have, okay, I need to do this by 30. For myself, one of those impositions on my own life was that I need to have my doctoral degree before I'm 30. And in my 20s, I'm on the path and I'm running towards this goal. I didn't get there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not achieving, I'm not gonna be great, and all those things. Let go of those supposed to be's, those expectations. Forgive yourselves self for the errors that you've made in your life. That's okay. And then forgive the people who have hurt you. And you're gonna put those things to rest. And your life is a book that is only authored by you. That's it. You're the one with the pen, you're the one with the eraser, and you're the one who put the words on the pages. And that is in itself, for me, is powerful because it should remind you that, in fact, you have control to some extent over the things that happen to you, and you can decide: am I going to direct my life, or life is going to happen to me? That's the question. And you should decide that I'm going to be directing where I want to go. And with those things, you're ready to go, your new book, new page, and you're off.
Wow. Wow. You know, one thing that my grandmother used to say, it never made sense when we were young until I think when I'm now grown and she is no more. She liked saying, as you live by day, you are writing your story. You are writing your life, putting your life down in paper. And she would say, when this story is done, what do you want it to say? You know, as a kid, you would think, I just want the story to say, you know what, I did amazing things, until you get to a point where life hits you and you find yourself in your rock bottom, in your own version of rock bottom, and you're thinking, is this the end of the story? Is this the part where the story ends? And I loved what Diana said, to say, you know, while as you're still breathing, it's not the end of the story. it could be a cab, it could be a whatever, but at the end of the day, you still have an option of getting up. You still have an option of continuing to rewrite the story and make the story as perfectly amazing as you would want to tell it, which is quite very, this is my part and this is my word, and I'm running with this one. Thank you so much, ladies. At this point in time, I want us to talk. You are on a virtual book tour, Activate Core virtual book tour. And I want you to talk about just a bit to introduce us to your books. What are your books? What are the book titles? And what are the books about? Maybe we can start with you, Diana.
Okay, so my book is called Afro in the Boardroom. It's my first book, and it actually came about 10 years ago, actually. Right? And it, in terms of the name of the book, Afro in the Boardroom. So Afro, mentioned, represents my consciousness as a Black woman, and the boardroom symbolizes the world of business, spaces and places. So I'm writing about my life. I'm writing about, as you mentioned before, the authentic self. How did that actually come about? I anchor it in my heritage, my family. I journey through my teenage years to where I am the CEO of my life. And with that, I come to realize that not everyone's going to see the world through the lens that I have. But as we mentioned before, the term I use is you are the CEO of your life. And as Dr. Sophia said, is you are the author. You are the one that writes each chapter. But then we get stuck. We get stuck in places and spaces. We come across racism, microaggressions, cultural norms that go against the authentic self. And a lot of the times we don't even know what's happening. So each chapter looks at a particular element of this journey, from Afro to CEO, unapologetically Black to unapologetically successful. A powerful chapter is the power of sisterhoods, owning your seat at the table and falling forward. There are 14 chapters that takes aspects of my journey, but then what I do at the end, there is a lesson in the boardroom, because there's always lessons in life that can transfer into the world of business. And I didn't want to write a manual of how to set up a business and these are the A to Z things that you do, because some people don't resonate with that. So I wanted to develop a manual, a journey through real life examples. And then at the end of each chapter, there are lessons that transcend from my world into the boardroom, where my reader can resonate more with and embrace that into their lives as businessmen, businesswomen. And there are some tasks that they have to do, some reflective tasks and so forth. So that's Afro in the Boardroom.
Awesome. Interesting. An interesting read indeed. I know I would really love to get to read that. Dr. Sophia Morgan, please.
Yeah, all my books are about career education. As I mentioned earlier, I'm an educator. And so my first book is a workbook for high schoolers. And one of the things that I noted as an educator is that most schools do not provide a very formal career and college planning for young people. And so I thought to myself, okay, how can I support these students? So I wanted to write a book or that can anyone across the world, regardless of where you are, once you're a teen, you can pick up this book and it feels as though you've hired your personal academic advisor, someone who should expose you to the different career options that you have, help you to research different college options that are out there, and how to match your skills, your passion, and competence with the career of your choice. And so that is my very, very first book. I have 3 books that are out now. And to complement this workbook, I wrote a curriculum guide because I was thinking about the teacher who is working with these young people. And I'm saying, okay, they need a guide, something that's easy for them to plug and play. You can pick it up, take up the curriculum guide, take up the workbook, go to class and have amazing lessons that walk young people through the options that they have after secondary school. What I found, and that when students leave the walls of our schools, they don't necessarily have a clear plan as to how they're going to access success through education. So those are the material that I produce. My third book is for middle schoolers, same theme. When we're starting to talk about students who are probably in grade 6 through 9, depending on where you're from or how the education system is set up where you are. But it's the same idea. You pick up one of my books, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a student, whether you're a parent, and it's as if you hired your very own personal career and academic counselor for your child or for your student.
I think that's excellent. Excellent.
Interesting.
So needed. So needed. So needed.
Very, very. And I love the fact that all these books they cue in perfectly with what we've been talking about, transformation. Because one way or the other, to go into the journey of transformation, you also need to acquire as much information. You need to be in that space of, self-empowerment, and then also get to appreciate what's there in front of you, appreciate what is expected in the space of the corporate space and all that. And I really love how these amazing books are tallying in with the conversation at hand. And maybe if in a few, you can try and get us to understand where somebody that is listening right now and thinking, you know what, I could use a few copies of Dr. Morgan's books, or I could use a few copies of Diana's books. Where can we get your books?
So my books are available on Amazon. So if you are able to access that platform, you can. Or you can order, if you're in Jamaica, the books are available at Faithful Friends Bookstore. That's on Malines Road in Jamaica. And it's also available online. I have a seller account, so I can share those details with you, or persons can order a personal copy from me through direct messaging me. I do have a website, that's www.explorecareeracademy.com, and all my resources and services are available on that platform.
Okay, amazing. Diana, please.
My book is actually on pre-order. It will be launched the early autumn. However, linking into the various chapters of the book, there are a series of mini ebooks. One, for example, The Board Belongs to Me, looking at your authentic self. And there's a series of webinars that actually link to all 14 chapters. So they can be accessed on www.dspowell.com, and you'll be able to have access to those.
Okay. So, ladies, a question that I believe is in the minds of almost everyone that is listening to us right now. What more should we expect? Diana, I know this is your first book. 10 years to get here. And Dr. Sophia, a couple of books. What should we expect from the both of you?
Well, as I mentioned,
okay.
You go ahead, Sophia. Dr. Sophia, you go first. You're the veteran. I'm
so I just wanted to mention, yes, I want to mention some things that I have in the works. So like I shared earlier, everything I do is about career planning for young people. I believe that is one gap that is in our education system. And so my goal is to fill that. So what am I working on right now? Right now, just immediately after this meeting, I'm actually going to share a free resource that I prepared for Jamaican students who are late in the game in applying for university. And it's just 50 scholarships that they can access around this time that's available in June and July that you can use to fund your way through university in the fall. So I'm going to drop that resource. I timed to do it right here on this platform. So I wanted to announce it here. Another thing that I'm working on is having an app. So I'm working with a designer now. I do have a degree in computer science that I don't use a lot. So I'm using it now to kind of put everything on an app that persons can download on their phones. My goal is to be able to reach everyone across different platforms. And so I was thinking, okay, what can I do to reach more people? And I thought young people are now digital citizens. While I love a paper copy, whenever I go and I'm talking with my students, I'm a school principal. So when I go and I talk to my grade 12s, I want to give them paper. They're like, Dr. Sophia, what is this? Can you just give us the soft copy? And so they inspired me to say, everything I create, I want to have something digital for them. And we thought about doing an application and a small app that person can download on any device and gain access to all of my resources. It's curated for students and educators so that we can support and enhance career education globally. So that's what you can expect from me. And if I'm inspired, I'll prepare another book.
Well, thank you so much. Diana?
Well, as I mentioned before, myself and my team, we're working on a series of webinars linked to all 14 chapters of Afro in the Boardroom that will take it up to its launch in early autumn. People will be able to sign up to those on my website, www.dspowell.com, and also via my LinkedIn page and also Instagram. And then also mentions that there is going to be also a series of free e-books as well. I'm not going to give too much away from the book, but it will touch on elements just enough to keep the reader interested. And so I'm hoping that they will really embrace the book once it's launched in early autumn.
Awesome. Well, we have come towards the end of our show. And I'm thinking before I could let you beautiful ladies to go, your word of encouragement, your last words of encouragement to a woman out there that is listening to us right now and is inspired by everything that you've been saying, your words of encouragement. And in the same space also, include a word or two for a young girl out there that is, coming up and listening to this and thinking, you know what, when I grow up, I want to attain something as beautiful as this ladies, be as eloquent in speech as the Dianas, and be active as an educator as Dr. Morgan. Your encouragement to them.
What I will say.
We do this a lot,
You go ahead, Dr. Sophia.
We have a lot to share. You can tell that we have a lot to share. But what would I like say to any lady out there, any woman out there, you don't need permission to be. You don't need anyone's permission. You just give yourself permission to be anything that you want to be. And for the young girl out there, when you think of a dream or a goal, it should make you shiver. And that's how you know you have it. So if you think of something that you want to do and you're not a little bit intimidated, think bigger. Okay? And when you have it, this is how you know you have it. When you think of it and it makes you say, oh my goodness, and you shiver, and that's how you know you have it, because it's big enough. And the world is waiting for you. And you do not need anyone's permission. Just show up and be your authentic self and be excellent at what you do. Not perfect, but excellent at what you do. And there you go. You'll get there.
Awesome. Diana, please.
What would I say? I think I'll keep it short. Life is about living. That's it, full stop.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to that point in your life and you want people to remember you, what would they say? What would they say about you? Would they say that you lived your life to the fullest? You lived your authentic self? Why do we need to give praise to ourselves at the end of our journey? Why don't we praise ourselves always? And all it takes, as my mentor has said to me, it takes 1 degree of change. It doesn't have to be leaps and bounds. Every day you wake up and you be the best version of yourself. Every day. What am I going to achieve today? Doesn't matter how big or small, but achieve something. When you take those steps, you'd be surprised when you look back what you've achieved. Because people feel that sometimes those goals are just so overwhelming and they're not achievable. But yes, they are. 1 degree at a time. Yeah. To my younger sisters out there, the world is your oyster. As big as it is, there are so much opportunities for you. If you are not seeing what you want where you are now, go somewhere else. I've lived in 3 countries. Yeah. And the world for me, I can jump on a plane today and go somewhere else and experience. You don't have to be stuck in one place. And I tell my daughter this, the world is your oyster. Go out there and enjoy life. And become. And I leave it there.
Wow. Interesting. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies. I've learned a lot. I've been taking notes as you're talking, and you won't imagine. I took my notes. I really loved the conversation that we had, and I'm very grateful that you took time out of your busy schedule to come and have this conversation with our listeners here. And once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. And yes, to my beautiful, beautiful listeners out there, one man once said, instead of chasing the darkness, be the one to light a candle. You know, sometimes it's easy, it's very, very easy to sit, fold our hands, and complain about everything that is happening around us, and complain about everything that is happening to us. But sometimes all it takes is you allowing yourself to go into that journey of transformation, allowing yourself to stand up and to give it a try, allowing yourself to, standing up, not because all of a sudden you are strong, not because all of a sudden you've mastered how to fly, not because all of a sudden you've mastered your how, but standing up even when your legs are shaky, speaking up even when your words is squeaking and small, standing up simply because you believe you are enough. You believe you've always been enough. You believe you are what it takes to transform your life. Today we were talking about transformation, and believe me, if you can embody the intentionality, you can be anything and everything you've ever aspired to be. I'm loving and leaving you and hoping you'll be joining me again next week, Friday, same time, same place, right here on Soul Online Radio. The Patricia Nkwane Show is the place to be every moment around this time. I'm loving and leaving you to the sound of Shadesh saying, Stula or Slender. It's time for you to put on your dancing shoes and let the weekend begin. Hope you'll be joining me again next week, Friday. Bye for now.
Young come are currently looking for on-air talent to join our team. If you have what it takes to become a radio presenter and want to join the station, get in touch now with a short demo and we will get back to you. Thank you. Don't forget to add and follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at So Online Radio.
Yeah. K-Ami Music. Yeah. If I told you my weakness, would you keep it a secret? Yeah. 'Cause when I feel defeated, I need someone believing. Yeah. You see, I need somebody who sees it, somebody in me. I don't want somebody to be just a body for me. I'm looking right deep in your eyes. I will not lose sight of the prize, baby. She gon' need me extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. She gon' need me extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. La mutima wa bomela. Tell me now what you're feeling. If it ain't me, let me leave it. Can't be wasting no time, nah. Need to know if you're mine, yeah. You see, I need somebody who sees it, somebody in me. I don't want somebody to be just a body for me. I got my eyes on forever. I see us together for better, babe. She gon' need me extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. She gon' need me extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. La mutima wa bomela. La mutima wa bomela. I've got my eyes on forever, ever, 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 ever. Ungasunge we mutima wanga, ungavomele na banja yangu, ungakosenga kwa bwela drama, ungakarenga palibe drama. Ungasunge we mutima wanga, ungavomele na banja yangu, ungakosenga kwa bwela drama, ungakarenga palibe drama. She gon' need the extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. She gon' need the extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. La mutima wa bomela. La mutima wa bomela. La mutima wa bomela. La mutima wa bomela. She gon' need the extra time, put everything on the line. Pa no benefika, baby, si pa ma sobera. wangaine munamupanga olova malavu vinanikanga chape ndava mutima wanga usala na wanu peseti kuva malavu hati breaking the you know tina jaila na vachikonko tima vala monga vovala hati breaking the you know tina jaila na vachikonko tima vala monga vovala. Sometimes timafunsa ushe mulungu kulivea konda kuchira vena bantu vena yalikala batine misozi nalira na mumana ungazule ine maroza naona muntu winanga funte iwe apa mande heaven is the goal pamalavu ndekele niko oh nana apa mande heaven is the goal pamalavu ndekele niko oh nana ushe wangaine munamupanga olova malavu vinanikanga chape ndava mutima wanga usala na wanu peseti kuva malavu hati breaking the you know tina jaila na vachikonko tima vala monga vovala hati breaking the you know tina jaila na vachikonko tima vala monga vovala busy on Lionsenide niperekeza wanzanga kumaviranga muliro na kumawedini ine nimazifunza ushe moyo wanga unataikila kuti nimazifunza ushe pempero yanga imafika kumama amande heaven is the goal pamalavu ndekele niko oh nana apa mande heaven is the goal pamalavu ndekele niko oh nana ushe wangaine munamupanga olova malavu vinanikanga chape ndava mutima wanga usala na wanu peseti kuva malavu oh nana hati breaking the you know tina jaila na vachikonko tima vala monga vovala hati breaking the you know tina jaila na vachikonko tima vala monga vovala busy on it. Chronic. Ndigati dai wambota risanguva nekuti zvimwe pamwe mhepo chauya asiramba uchingopenya kunge suva vanganedza unoti mdero chauya mudhara wacho zvinoendoruma Chibu
Vanosiva kuti mdara chauya. Mudara wacho shimaenda rumba.
Blockhouse.
Sensei. Chikadichi.
Listen no me bo, zanikalio enda bo.
Babu no chila kuno niona bo.
Chala to, zanikalio enda bo.
Kuweme monga kuno niona bo.
Before you put your far, but mono mwini. Quick a best life, but mono mwini. Fiki this a front, sefi loto kuno queen. Aikona kwana bene kuno queen. I'm proud of the Zambian, no low ambience. Yadi fala kofe fense fa di sangwa. Kule bombe shafa wete zamba. We stand out, the manga. I'm proud of the Zambian.
Proud to be Zambian, hey, I'm proud to be Zambian.
Proud of the Zambian.
Proud to be Zambian, hey, I'm proud to be Zambian.
Proud of the Zambian.
Hello, Molishan, you go in there. If you we no want you move, I welcome you to Zambia. Full of peace and love, young and Lashoku. All I see is beautiful people with beautiful hearts, beautiful smiles, my beautiful heroes. Omoshili weka mabalo, if into winga sangamo, I have all I need right here in Zambia.
Quiz. In a place like Quest. Why you come back like Quest? They come a place but the Quest.
It's got to be from Bonnie.
Did it go? Young Chef.